Hey family, happy Friday. Look, as promised, I'm going to show you the teas that I made when I was getting over my sinus infection. And look, I know when you have a sinus infection, for those who suffer from sinus infection, yeah, I know you got all this pressure, and I know I talked about it before, but I want to show you the teas that I made to help me get over it faster. But you know, you get the pressure, you got the sinus, and all you want is relief. You get some people get the itchy in their throat, and you know, it's aggravating. Some people get headaches. You know, most people get like a low grade fever. And you know, if you have a low grade fever, it's best not to eat. Yeah, I know not to eat. You know, to starve a fever and feed a cold. But this helps with colds too. This helps with colds, flus, like sinuses, you know, all about the, you know, your respiratory, making sure your lungs are right. But I just want to show you this teas and understand you can switch them out. You don't have to use this recipe, but I just want to show you what I use. Now, the ones I used was lemon balm, and another name of this is Melissa. Then you have echinacea. Whew, some good stuff. This is one of the main antibiotics that people just sleep on. Look, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, antiviral. It's just, you know, it's a sleeper. A lot of people don't, you know, don't really pay attention to this, but echinacea is one of those that I was speaking on when I was talking about my cold pack, my cold and flu pack. But I just want to, you know, I just want to make sure that yes, I put it in my tea. And then ginger, you know, I be putting ginger in everything. So y'all can't look. Y'all know this is like repeating. I'm repeating myself with the same things. And look, you can, like I said, you do not have to put these together. I know other people have different remedies. I was just putting something together because look, I know a lot of people don't have the apothecary. A lot of people don't have these things. But if I was you, I don't know if I spoke to you a couple of Fridays ago. I don't remember. But if I was you, I would get echinacea. I would definitely get echinacea. I recommend echinacea all day and every day. So this today, payday, if you got paid today, I would get echinacea. I know I'm going on and on. But you, like I said, you do not. Let me put my water on because I want to make sure, you know, I make sure I get my water boiling so I can show you guys what I'm doing. But what you want to do, you don't have to have one of these. You do not, but it's good. You can see where you could put a lot in there. You know, you could put a lot. Some people have a little bit, some people have other things they can do. But what you want to do is like with the echinacea alone, just echinacea alone, you can drink this by itself. Believe me, you can drink all of these by itself, especially ginger. You can have ginger tea, you have echinacea tea, and you got lemon balm tea. You can have all these separate. But I was putting something together to help with my respiratory and with the low grade fever. So these three together helps with that. Helps with that. And when you drink it, what it does is it breaks up that phlegm. It breaks up, and you want things to dry out. What you can do now, some people chunga piedra. This is the stone tea. You know, other benefits, ease digestion. It's a great tea. So don't think that you only have to drink that if you're breaking up stone tea. You know, it helps with your liver, helps with you know, it helps with all those other issues that people don't really think about. And I want to say other things you can use, you know, you can do oregano leaf, you know, with these sinus infections. You can use oregano leaf, and you can use licorice root. So, but like I said, you can use these individually. So all you got to do is, I always do, this is a teaspoon and a half. So a teaspoon and a half. And what you want to do, you want to fill it up. So it's good to do, two teaspoons and a half. And that's with the lemon balm. And then with the echinacea, same thing. You want to do 2 teaspoons and a half. And with the ginger, do 2 teaspoons and a half. Now that's just filling this thimble up. That's only if you have this. That's only if you have this. Because what you want to do is you want to fill it up. And you can see it's almost there. And you can, matter of fact, I would do 3 teaspoons on each. I would do 3 teaspoons on each, you know. It's all of how you want to do it, how strong. And I know it's a lot. You can do this twice. You can fill the water up twice. So don't think that when you're doing, I know it's getting loud, my water boiling, I'm happy my water boiling. But understand, you don't have to just do this once. I'm putting so much in here where you can have a whole, jug. And, so, you know, for those who want to stretch it, you could probably make a little bit more, but I'm going to show you. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you're seeping it. You're actually letting it in there seep for 30 minutes or more. Don't do 15, don't do 10, don't do 5, but do 30 or more. I would recommend 45. So if you can do 30 to 45 to make sure you get all the, all the benefits. You want to get all the juices out of there. You want to make sure that you get it all. So my water is about ready. My water is about ready, so, and all I did was pour it in there. And you just let it sit. And there it is. There it is seeping. And guys, that is all I did. But understand, you can do this separate. You do not have to put these together. You can actually have Echinacea, lemon balm, and it's powerful with oregano leaf. It is powerful. You can put this together, and we're talking about helping our lungs, helping our immune system, getting rid of all that sinus and all that mucus. Because, once you get, mucus, sinus infection, you just don't want to deal. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to see anybody. You don't want to do anything. All you want to do is crawl up in your bed and not even watch TV. You don't even want to hear the phone ring. But this is what I use. This is what helped me get over. And the fever took a little bit. It took like 3 days. It took like 3 days because it was a low-grade fever. And I was like, man, let me get this over with and done. So and after that, I just took me a little vacation. I said, well, I'll just take another week and just, relax, chill. Because sometimes y'all understand, y'all need to take a break. We need to take a break away from these electronics, So when y'all go on y'all vacation, you need to take a break from electronics. And that's what I did. I took an electronic break. I didn't even do a podcast. So if you go on my podcast, you see a gap. You're like, dang, she took more than 10 days. Yes, I took more than 10 days. I was like, look, it's about me. It's about me getting healthy. And another thing that I've noticed, and I'm going to talk about this on the next video. I noticed that just doing like a self-diagnose, y'all know if y'all look at your fingernails, and I talked about this on my podcast, and you look at your eyes and you look at your tongue, it tells you different things. It tells you, whether you're absorbing vitamins and nutrients. It tells you, your tongue will tell you whether you have parasites, whether you're absorbing vitamins and nutrients were really nutrients. Your tongue will tell you if you're having problems in your midsection. Like a lot of people don't realize their pancreas. Y'all don't realize you have issues in your pancreas. So if you notice yourself bloating, I talked about this on my podcast, like I'm saying, if you notice that you're bloated in the middle and that you're going to the bathroom frequently, and whether it's number 1 or number 2, which, I love you doing number 2, but if you find yourself going frequently, you can have a pancreas issue. And this is the main reason why I tell you to cleanse. And you notice these same things. You notice some of these things repeats, especially ginger. Like I be telling you, take a ginger shots. I tell you to drink lots of water. Add lemon, add cayenne pepper. Just like already know when I finish when my tea, after my tea is seeping. After my tea is already mixed, I always put some cayenne pepper. I don't know about you guys, but I'll either put cayenne pepper. I'll put a little drop of peppermint oil. Look at my peppermint oil. I put a little drop of peppermint, just one drop, just one drop. It all depends on how hot your cayenne pepper is. You could put up to 2 drops, 3 drops. It all depends on. I use one because Herbalist Kareem's pepper is hot. Mama D, purple sage, they are hot, and I'd be like, whew. I only could take 1 drop. Same thing with the peppermint essential oil is hot. And one thing, you guys, you make sure that when you're doing this, if you have your diffuser, make sure you put some eucalyptus on and make sure you're breathing that in. It's good to breathe that in. And look, don't do it twice. Don't put echinacea in the last 8 hours and do another 8 hours. Don't do that. Put something else. Put tea tree oil to clean the air. I'm talking about using your diffuser. Make sure you use your diffuser when you do eucalyptus. And you know, you guys can eucalyptus tea. You know, so I just want to make sure you know what I did, what I use. And like I said, you do not have to do these together. You do not have to do these together, but together is a powerhouse. Together is a powerhouse, and that's the main reason why I put them all 3 together. So if you find yourself with a sinus infection, you know, try it about that. But you already know, in 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes, 45 minutes preferably, let it seep. And you can do this twice. You can use, because I did put a lot in there. I did it on purpose because, come on, you're not feeling good. Like, let's say if you live alone and if you're not feeling good and you got to do this by yourself, go ahead and fill it up. Go ahead and fill it up and have your water. Fill it up. Get your mason jar. Go ahead and put the tea in there. Drink on that, and go ahead and take the rest of the water and put it back in here as that one seep for 45 minutes. You know, go ahead and fill this up and let it seep for 45 minutes, because you know, when you're not feeling good, all you want to do is sleep. So you have your whole thing of you know, echinacea and lemon balm, and you have your ginger. You know, you put these together and it's ready, and you know, it's warm, it's lukewarm, and that's where you can drink it. Because you know, when it's hot, you like trying to sip it, and it's just horrible. Yeah, you already know. And you're supposed to be drinking lukewarm stuff anyway, and who really wants to drink some hot tea and all you want to do is sleep? I know all you want to do is sleep, especially if the ones who has a headache as well. And that's when you use rosemary. You know, you already know when I was saying take some rosemary and you know, rub it here, rub it. I'm telling you, and as you breathe in that echinacea through your diffuser, all that helps. All this helps. And you already know mullein leaf, so don't sleep on mullein leaf. You can drink that as a tea. You can make capsules. You can do other things. And you know, like you got moringa. I'm trying to think of all the other things you can use. You got moringa. You have so many others that I can tell you, but I just wanted to show you what I use. I use these 3, and pretty much I just look at them as my lifesaver. So the tea is ready. So all you do is fill it up. All you do is fill it up, and from the other part of the water, you go ahead and replace it. Now you see what I'm saying? And you let this sit for 30 to 40 minutes. You just either drink it like this. And I'm serious, you don't need to put anything in it. You're not feeling good anyway, so you don't really need anything in it. Like I said, put you either some cayenne pepper or peppermint essential oil or some black pepper. It all depends on you. It all depends on how you feel, what's going on with your body. But I would do cayenne pepper. I would definitely do cayenne pepper. And like I said, you can do 1 drop or 2 drops if you're drinking it. And look, don't sleep on that lemon water, because the main thing you want to do is stay hydrated. You have a low-grade fever. You want to stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. So make sure you're drinking tea. Make sure you're drinking water. And if you have somebody to help you, you know, they can be making this for you and bringing it to you. But like I said, if you live alone, you could go ahead and start filling your mason jar up. You know, put your top on there, and you should be fine. You know, be fine. Put it to the side and drink it. Have some lukewarm water. Have some lukewarm tea and just drink it from there. So try it. You know, ginger's good by itself, echinacea is good by itself, and the lemon balm is good by itself. But it's powerful when you have things together, when you switch out. So, like I said, this is good when you have a sinus infection with a low grade fever. If your fever gets higher and it gets high, then it's something else. But these are good for those bacterial and viral infection. Y'all really gotta hear me. Colds and flus, you already know what it is. You got too much mucus in your body. You done ate something, you ate too much sugar, and we already know we got to cut back on the sugar. Y'all already know, but I know y'all don't want to talk about that. I know y'all don't want to talk about that. So, all right, family, there you have it. Then you see my tea recipes, and then you see the other options that you can have. But, all right, family, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this tea. Yeah, you know I'm gonna drink it. I ain't gonna waste it. I ain't gonna waste it because look, this can do other things to my body, you know, other if I have other inflammations or I have other issues, and then it's just extra, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure your immune system, I want to make sure my respiratory, I want to make sure my lungs are right. So drink it, because you know I don't be wasting stuff. Y'all be think I be wasting. Nope, don't be wasting stuff. But happy Friday, family.